it's all in there.
Still ain't helping much, is
Towards me. Twist it back towards you just a hair. I was gonna see if we could once we go. Is it on now? Are we live?
yeah.
Oh.
Now I wonder what'll happen. This
I
goes.
was gonna look and try to see if we could get it up on here. Let's see. I might not be able to do it on here because we'll be live on that.
See, I thought I might be able to do it on here, but I don't think it's going to show up.
Well, it probably won't for you because it's your account.
Yeah.
But I'm on here.
Or if you can see, I don't even know. We got one person, or that's
Me,
probably you.
it's me.
Wonder where you get the shit. What happens if
Let's go that way. It won't go that way? No. Let's do it that way.
I wonder why it won't show up any. There's Sean. What's up, Sean? I guess he'll show up here then. All right, Sean, you got any questions?
What's up, brother? I'm here.
Sean Bowman.
Yeah, bear with us. We're trying to figure this shit out. What's up, brother?
Are you coming up in the chat?
We're trying to figure this shit out. What's up, brother?
We got 3 people. I don't know where. No worries, just seeing you was live. Got any questions?
You can hang out with us there, Sean, and help us figure this out if you want.
No worries, just seeing you was live.
Looks like we got 3 people. Somebody else is in the room.
Yeah, somebody else came in.
There, Sean, and help us figure this out if you want. Let's see.
See, I don't know if.
Looks like we got 3 people. Somebody else is in the room.
Anybody got anything they want to ask us?
Anything you want to talk about or any of that?
Sean got some new album. What'd you get, Sean? Didn't you just buy a new album here a couple weeks ago or a week ago?
I forget there's a delay, so when you watch it here and seeing what we're doing live, it's a little bit of a delay. We got a couple people in the room. Don't be shy. Just
there's what's that? That question. You see
say hi to give us if you got any questions, anything you want to talk about, anything music related. We're just kind of playing around and
yeah, we're not really sure
what live. We haven't done this for a while and just
yeah,
hang
you got
out with the YouTube peoples and see how things are going out there in YouTube world.
Yeah, I wish I could get this to come up, show up on my account.
Sean said, yeah, give me a minute. We got 10 people in there. So those just arriving in the room, we're just kind of doing some trial and error stuff here, doing a little Q&A or just shooting the shit, whatever you want to talk about. If you got something on your mind, you want to give us a good song to check out, anything you want to talk about, just throw it up there in the chat and
yeah, well, yeah, because this is all
a couple people, but
oh, did we?
Yeah, we had 10. Now we're down to 6.
don't know why.
Who live at Glastonbury? Is that what you bought? Who live at Glastonbury?
I don't keep get to. Oh, here they are.
I was gonna say you might want to turn the volume down on that because it's gonna throw us off. Hell yeah! I didn't know they put out a live album.
Yeah, I didn't either. I've seen. Well, see, I've seen it on the. He posted it on the group. Was talking about it that he had picked it up. Was it a picture of this, Sean? Yes.
Yeah, that was from.
That
was from when I asked him if it was live.
Oh,
that was.
Was it? Oh no. I thought for some reason I must have just seen the cover and thought it was a picture of this. Gotcha. Then. They sound pretty good live.
Yeah, so if anybody's just joining the room here, we're just kind of doing some Q&A stuff. Just kind of, we had Randy come in and we thought we'd talk about music and whatever. And if you got something that you want to talk about, throw it down in the chat. We'll talk about it. And any bands you want us to check out, throw that down there.
You don't know why.
We've had a lot of musicians that have been kind of passed in the last couple months. We've had quite a few, but I mean, we've had Brent from Mastodon. We've had Ozzy, and who was there? Was another.
Well, that well, you figure Hulk Hogan was.
Yeah, but it was another musician.
Got some golden earring.
The singer from Junkyard.
Yeah, oh yeah. Forgot about him.
Yeah, because we saw Junkyard at M3 there several years back, and I got him to actually autograph my
yeah, I remember talking to him.
Yeah, he was super nice guy.
Yeah, he was really chill.
Yeah.
There
yeah, I was kind of sad to see him pass. He had cancer?
Yeah, and it was pretty far. It was pretty far in when he was diagnosed, when he found out that he had cancer.
Kinda, yeah.
His diagnosis was, yeah, he didn't. I mean, it hit him pretty fast.
Yeah.
Always hate to hear that.
It's always sad when you, especially people you grew up listening to music and stuff, and then Ozzy kind of knew, we kind of expected that it was, just a matter of time. But it seems like some of these other guys, that it's like a last minute thing, and it just nobody knows anything, and then boom, they're gone.
Yeah, it still seemed like that's for real. I was telling you earlier, just hard to believe.
The Ford Man 1957 says hi. How are you doing tonight? Where are you from there, the Ford Man? Him and your brother probably get along pretty well.
Yeah. It might be. Oh, I bet it might be Chase.
Oh, it might be.
Is this Chase? Broadway. I bet it's Chase.
I'll bet it is.
What do y'all think of?
Hey, there's Ramir 3 Judge.
Hey, Chase. That's my nephew.
Yeah. All right, so you see the Megadeth question?
Yeah.
Randy, let's get your opinion.
Yeah, that'd be good for you.
Your thoughts on the Megadeth calling it quits?
It's sad, but boy, did they give us a lifelong of memories.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe he saw the Ozzy thing, and maybe that's what inspired them to hang it up. Dave could still walk, and Ozzy could. Maybe he wants to go out that way. But I've seen them twice, and they never disappointed.
Oh, I've seen them.
Great band.
Yeah, when we saw them went down to National.
Yeah.
And then we saw them. We saw them at Ozfest too.
Yeah.
On Cryptic Writings too. Yeah. They were touring on that album.
Well, and then me and
oh yeah, Two Lid.
Yeah, Two Lid, David Rosenberger. Rest in peace, David. and Bobby
Yeah, there's
and
another friend we lost.
somebody else was with us. I think I can't remember who else was
It
with
was
us.
Tulid and
Seems like there was 5 of us. Maybe I don't think Lena went.
was it one of Tulid's friends?
Maybe I don't remember, but yeah, I remember that was up in DC at the 930 Club, and yeah, that was a great show. That was the Misfits opened up, and it seems like there might have been somebody else. I don't remember who it was, but
Wes went to that.
was he with us?
Because I remember he talked about. I'm pretty sure he talked about how bad Misfits were.
Oh yeah, all right then. Yeah, it might have been him then. But yeah, I kind of it sucks that they're breaking up and calling it quits. But I think I respect what he's doing, and you know it is what it is, and you know at least they're going to go out with a bang. We're going to get a new album
And
and
get a
they're
full tour.
Yeah,
I mean,
full tour, and you know I'm going to do my best to try to catch a show, and yeah, it's going to suck, but
you know, but you asked me what I thought of it. Well, I don't know if you did or not, but I'm gonna tell you what. I've always said what Kick's done, they done it the right way.
yeah,
They went out on top.
yeah.
And that's what Dave's gonna do.
Yeah, and like I say, I mean, it sucks for the fans, but at the same time, I respect his decision, and you know, it's the same thing with Kicks. I mean, maybe they'll do something, you know,
Yeah,
here
maybe
and there,
a one-off.
but you know, if they don't, they don't. If they do, that's awesome. But you know, we'll just take what we can get and enjoy the last album, and hopefully get to see them live.
Ford Man wants to know what stream's supposed to be about.
What we're doing right here, talking about music.
Talk about metal. Anything you want to talk about metal-wise, Chase?
Ramir, what was your thoughts? Do you think it sucks too? Anybody else is kind of coming in the room? We're just talking music and
Talking about Megadeth right now.
Yeah, right now we're talking about Megadeth. Ramir 3 Judge asked what our thoughts were on Megadeth calling it quits. What's everybody else's thoughts there? Throw that down in the comments. If you know if you're a big fan of Megadeth, definitely put something down there. If you got something else you want to talk about, throw it down here in the chat box there, and we'll see it.
Well, it's one of them things, you know, with Megadeth. I mean, it will be. Dave's leaving on his own terms.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like Steve always said. You know, he didn't want to overstay his welcome.
Yeah.
And some of them have. I mean, Vince, I don't know. I still think he had a stroke, but man, he's done canceled some more shows.
Oh, wow.
He come back and done that one show, and it was awful. And you know, Don Dock and you know, there's a couple of them out there. The Scorpions, I heard some stuff by them. It's just these guys. You know, it's just you don't want to overstay your welcome.
Well, and then too, you know, with Steve, his thing was, you know, he was, you know, his vocals weren't the same. You know, he was having a harder time singing, hitting, you know, the notes, and he didn't want to go out sounding like Vince.
Yeah.
And you know, some of the other guys that are still out there doing it, but you know, don't sound the best. But you know, it's like he said, he felt like it may not be the top of his game, but he was still on top, and he was ready to go and at the end. But so Daniel Tall says Megadeth was one of my first concerts. That's a damn fine first concert.
Yeah. What year, Daniel? What year did you see Megadeth, or what tour? What album was they touring on?
What I just did here.
I just noticed we got Alf up here above us.
Oh, we got Alf.
Right
we
there.
do.
Jason's over there and Alf's up there.
Well, hopefully there's no cats around.
I watched the pilot to Alf today.
Oh wow!
Because it comes up free on my Vizio TV.
I'll tell you what, I like to check on there.
The one that the daughter.
Lynn.
So far, so good. So what? Yeah, that's
a solid tour to see him on.
It's not quite. I didn't get see him quite back that far.
Yeah.
Who was they with?
So I guess Cryptic Writings. And then what was the album we saw him in Richmond on? Was that what Dystopia? It was before
No,
Dystopia.
yeah.
See, that's so far so good. That's what we put on there. That tour.
Yeah.
I think because I remember Gabe talking about that. Anybody remember a band called Sanctuary?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Refuge Denied.
Oh yeah.
Dave produced that.
Yeah.
I think maybe he had something to do with them on that tour. I it's been so long
That they might have went out with them.
Yeah, because he had that real straight, long blonde hair. He could almost step
Earl
on it.
Dane.
Hell of a singer.
Yeah, and he's passed too.
Yeah,
so.
they were. They didn't last long. Did they form another band after Sanctuary? Nevermore.
They had a couple out. I don't remember how many albums they had. They had quite a few albums before they switched over, and a couple of the guys moved over into Nevermore, I think.
Yeah, I remember Sanctuary. Yeah,
he saw him opening for Dio.
Ooh, wow.
Wow.
Dio, that's awesome.
Gosh, yeah, I never got.
Yeah,
that's one I wish I would have got to see that I never got to see.
Same here. That was.
You know.
That's one I got on my one vest of all the bands. I think there's 2 patches on there of bands that I've never seen, but everybody else I've seen on there, and Dio was one of them.
Yeah,
that I wish I could have seen, but
yeah, I never got to see him neither. Yeah, that was probably quite the show.
So we got a couple more people in the room. Just anybody that's just coming and join us. We're just talking music. Right now, we're talking about Megadeth and them calling it quits. Anything else that we'll probably be on here for a little bit more anyway. But
yeah, we're talking about maybe doing this, maybe on a regular thing if it seems like it goes over good. And
yeah,
I mean, I like to interact with the people.
Yeah.
Like this. You know, kind of lets us know what kind of stuff the people that watch our show are listening to.
So for something you want to talk about, music wise or whatever. Mostly music is what we like to talk about, but Phoenix, Arizona,
87 or 88. Well, still in high school. That's a long, long
I
time
remember my visit to Phoenix, Arizona when we went out for vacation. We went around Arizona. We flew in and flew out of Phoenix, and we went to the Alice Cooper restaurant the last day that we were there, and we were flying out the next morning, and it was like 110 degrees or something like that day, and it was just so hot. Most of the businesses were closed, and it was like nobody on the streets, and it was like we went back to the hotel because it was like nothing. We couldn't do nothing, so it was just so damn hot. We went to the pool, but it was almost too hot to be in the damn pool. We just went back into the room where it was cool.
I remember Love said, because it was probably about that when he was out in Vegas. I remember he said they can tell you it's dry heat or whatever.
Yeah.
He said it's freaking hot.
It's hot. It sucked. But I'm sure that concert was damn cool.
Oh yeah, but that was you talking about Alice Cooper. See, that's where I was listening to an interview with Rob Halford earlier, and he was talking about talking to Alice Cooper and how just Alice Cooper. He said he's like, I still get a little starstruck, and he's like, we're freaking two rock stars, and he's like, I still get that way around Alice Cooper.
Yeah.
He said, because he talks about how great of a guy Alice Cooper is.
Yeah.
And then they was talking about before Rob come on about how good of a guy he was, and how the interviews he always stays past the time limit he gives them.
Yeah, wow.
So just 2 cool rock stars, I guess.
Yep.
So Daniel, was you a Megadeth fan hardcore in 87? So I don't know. I was probably just exploring that stuff in 87.
Yeah, back then I was still mostly into the hair metal stuff. More, that kind of stuff, and then with the pop radio stuff. But
because I remember, when did Justice come out?
88.
So I was just dabbling then.
Yeah.
September or something of 88. My mom took me to the store to pick it up.
That's understandable.
Yeah.
Said not really till after the concert. What was that for Justice?
Yeah.
Wake Up Dead, or not Wake Up Dead, So Far So Good, So What? Yeah, that was probably wasn't purchased right away. I doubt it.
No.
Because, when did Rust in Peace come out?
90.
See,
Taylor took me to pick it
we
up.
got the almanac here. So,
And Iron Maiden,
Our date guy.
No Prayer for the Dying came out that day too.
so
April Rain sold me that.
Good old April Rain.
Yes.
from Music Land.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, she was the hottie at the music store, so Music Land in the mall.
We love you, Chris.
Yeah.
I remember this So Far So Good. I didn't get it right away. Gabe and the rest of the guys I knew worked at IGA. He's like, better get it. And I got it. I didn't even hear a song off of it. I'm like, damn, this is pretty good. I don't know if it's good as pre-sales, but it was pretty damn good.
Now that whole lineup that wasn't the
It's two different
that
people.
wasn't Peace Sales lineup, was it? It
No.
was Jeff Watson and somebody else. Wasn't
Some
it?
big guy looked like me back in the day. He had that kind of curly hair. He was the drummer. Jeff Young, maybe. Is he the guitar player? Then the two, Elephant and Mustaine, because they changed their lineup again for Rust in Peace.
Yeah.
That was the best lineup
Yeah,
they
that was.
ever had.
Well, they had 3
Classic
albums with
lineup.
that.
Yeah.
4 albums with that
Mensa,
lineup.
yeah, and Friedman.
I like that comment here. It says my roommate at the time was a hardcore fan. He hated Metallica.
Well, he probably really loved the Load album.
Oh yeah.
And Reload album. Because we was still honestly, that's when I was into Metallica. I was all about Metallica probably right about then. Because that was like my transition from Motley Crue to Metallica.
During
Probably 88.
I was gonna say because you said something about load and reload. No,
No.
I don't think you're talking
Because
about
I
that.
saw Metallica on Injustice tour.
Yeah.
And if he said come out in 88, I had to have got into him about that time.
Yeah, been 88, 89, probably 89 ish. Depends on when an album came
Yeah.
out when you saw him on tour.
When I saw him on tour, it was 89 because it was right after I got out of high school.
Yeah. And I don't think I ever really got into Megadeth until I knew of them, but never really had, I guess, somebody that listened to them enough where they could let me listen to it, and it wasn't on like when I watched Night Tracks and whatever the other shows
Friday
that
Night
had
Videos.
Friday night
Yeah.
videos. A lot of that stuff was mostly the hair metal stuff.
Yeah.
So-
1990.
That's pretty, yeah. And even if that stuff got
So
on
it
there,
really probably wasn't until I started hanging out with you that I got into some of the, I guess I don't want to
more
say
obscure.
Yeah, really Megadeth wasn't obscure, but
Well, you're talking
for
about
me,
more heavier stuff.
yeah,
that
more
wasn't on-
heavier stuff.
that wasn't on
stuff outside
rotation.
of the hair metal.
Well,
genre.
he's got, this is the argument we get all the time. He said Peace Sales is his favorite, and I'm no Rust for Rust
The
in
rest for
Peace.
Wicked?
Yeah, no Rust in Peace. Rest in peace. But
Yeah.
that's probably my favorite Megadeth album. Not that there's nothing wrong with Peace Sales.
Oh yeah, they're all great.
I mean, which one do you think's? What's your favorite Megadeth album?
Probably because the Rust in Peace, because I saw him on that tour, and what a tour it was. Capitol Center, it was winter, it was freezing cold. Testament were the first opening act. They were on tour for the Souls of Black album, and Megadeth came out, and they were on tour for Rust in Peace, and the headliner was Judas Priest, and they were there in support of freaking Painkiller.
Wow.
That's a show, baby.
Amen.
That's a show. Then I saw him on the 20th anniversary for Rust in Peace, and I was down at Hampton before they stopped doing shows. It was Anthrax and Slayer before Jeff passed away, and they did the whole Seasons in the Abyss album all the way through,
Nice.
track by freaking track.
Nice.
Yeah, that was a good one. And Dave had the guitar with the Rust in Peace Vic mascot on the guitar. They didn't have that when it first came out. That's pretty neat.
Yeah, their whole collection though, man. It's Dave's gave us a lot of good music.
Yeah.
Over the years,
Yeah, they had that one, not so great album, but
A couple.
He
Yeah.
said his favorite's the first album.
That Super Collider, that was an absolute.
Yeah.
I have no comment. What was the one? I always thought it looked like Mr.
Super
Bingle's Garden.
Collider might be the tour that we
Yeah,
saw them
It
on.
might be.
That album was just
It
not
might have
that
been
good.
around that time.
Well, I don't know. I get whichever album I got. Dave was smart. Remember they signed autographs, but you had to buy a CD to get
Yeah.
an autograph.
Yeah.
And I was like, man, that's some smart marketing there. That's you're selling your album and plus you're making a little money too.
Yeah.
That was it might have been the first version of what is the VIP package.
Kind of.
Pay $20
that's-
and meet and greets. I mean,
Well, when we went, Jason Atkins and I, when we went to see Mudvayne at Jack's, we went one time, and Chad was sick. He had something. His voice was out or something, and they canceled the show. But apparently, they were doing autographs inside for the people that was there, I guess, in line or whatever. They let some people in, but they turned us away, so we didn't know at the time. But so they did reschedule that show. And what was the they had those special discs, and they were double-sided. I can't remember. They were
CDs?
They were CDs, and they were double-sided, and one side was like some like super awesome sounding.
I don't remember
I
that.
can't remember. There was a special form of CDs that they had, and they didn't last very long. It might have been like a year, and I guess they didn't have enough oomph behind it or whatever. But I bought a couple CDs of those, and that they had those there. And if you bought at the end of the show, you could buy the CD, and that's all they had was those. But it was one of those. But if you bought it, you could get it autographed. And so he and I went and bought them, and then got it autographed. But that was probably my first time of the bands that were doing like that, where you had to buy something. That was my first taste in it. But
That's cool that stuff kind of like that happens. It's like you wind the hands of time backwards. God knows I wish I could. When Anthrax put out State of Euphoria, go to Music Land, you didn't get the sticker. If you went to Record Corner, you got the sticker. It was a hologram sticker of the band. That I think that's a lost art, man. I think that's cool, and that's good marketing, and that's what
don't have none of that stuff no more.
No, you don't. I mean, that's awesome how bands do that.
I think I bought Anthrax State of Euphoria, I think was the album that it was, and I bought it used somewhere, and it had a sticker. It was like one of those hologram stickers on it, and I think after I read into it years later that's what it said. It was like one of those store exclusives.
Yeah, it's like when the cassettes were fading out and the CDs were coming in. These bands were smart. Like, you can buy our album twice.
Mm-hmm.
The first CD ever I bought was Exodus, Fabulous Disaster, because Overdose was on it. It wasn't on the cassette.
Yeah.
That is an old AC/DC song, and that's another way too. Hey, you bought it once, maybe you go buy it again.
Yeah.
Wrathchild did it with 3D. I'm Not Drunk, I'm Just Drinking. It's not on the cassette.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Skid Row done
Skid
it with
Row
the
done it.
Slave to the Ground.
Yeah, you had to buy that twice, and it's smart. If you're diehard back then, you're gonna buy it.
All right, so we got Andy Broads coming in with Euthanasia is his favorite.
Great album.
And then I seen Daniel Toll,
Legion
but again
Fields.
said he loved the lineup on Killing's My Business. He thought that was probably the best, which we've already said. I think Rust in Peace is the best lineup.
Yeah.
Dave's
For
had.
us,
for
that's what
me, yeah.
Yeah, our opinion.
Chris was a good player there. Poland.
Oh yeah. He did something. Who was that?
He was there. We watched that video with that band that was hair. They were kind of hair metal.
Yeah, I don't remember
Chris
what the band.
Poland played the guitar solo, but he sounded like Zach Wild.
Yeah.
And then got Robert Ford coming in with Peace Sales. So yeah, and they're kind of. I mean, like I said earlier, they gave us a lot of good music. So if Dave wants to go out on top, I'm fine with it.
Yeah, I
Man,
mean, like I
gave
said,
us some
it
great
sucks, and it's not something we want to hear. But obviously, hey, it is what it is, and like I said, we just got to enjoy what we get. So
Yeah.
hopefully, if this new album is going to be anything like the last two albums of the current sound,
Oh, yeah.
it's going to kick ass.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
But I heard a song the other day that had it was an Ice-T song that had Dave on it.
Their song on the last album.
On the body, it's New Body Count.
Yeah,
Got it.
maybe it's on the
On
last.
Ice-T's on, yeah, he's on Megadeth's album.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And I think Dave's on Body Count's new album.
Oh.
They
Oh.
just changed the straight song for song, maybe.
Megadeth pulled in today's world, what we were talking about earlier about yesterday's world. Because if you bought the Walmart, I think had it the CD, you had your standard tracks. I went to Target. You got 3 extra songs on the CD of
Oh.
the last one. I think it was the Conjuring Live and something else.
Hmm.
So a little bit of yesterday, lives on every now and then,
Yeah.
and they did it. And plus, they had the hologram cover. I don't think if you bought it anywhere else, it didn't. You could take it, you can put it on the fridge or something. It's pretty cool.
Well, while we're kind of on the subject, I see we got another comment here. We'll get to that here in a second. But what's everybody's opinion on buying music? Is anybody out there still buying CDs? I know we do.
Yeah.
I mean, I
buy
I
one
listen
vinyl.
to stuff, but I'll go, on new albums and stuff. I'll try to, if it's something that I can find.
Well, vinyl's made a resurgence. Somewhat.
Yeah, and cassettes are starting to come back again, and I mean, I still, if I can find stuff in the wild, in the used market, I still buy like old school shit, old records and old cassettes, old CDs if I find them. I'm just kind of curious, like, what if people are still buying CDs, or whether just everybody just went to the streaming services and said the heck with it.
Well, as far as I guess the Japanese metal scene seems to be, they ain't hurting none.
Yeah,
the last couple
I don't
tracks,
know that we've really been keeping up with it
No,
as much, but
the last band maybe we listened to,
Yeah, I mean-
Slam and Love Bites. I mean, yeah, we haven't checked it out for a while because you kind of get going in 100 different directions. Especially when it comes to metal.
there was another Japanese band. Oh, Hanabi. They're. I mean, obviously they're pretty popular.
We
but-
had did somebody else asked me about that, and I went back and looked, and we had done a song by them.
Yeah, and I think they put out
something to do with
here.
Candy or something like that.
I see them popping up a lot with new stuff, so we probably need to get back into checking something of them out. But
Yeah, Daniel said he'd rather buy vinyl, and I'm kind of the same way. I've been since vinyl made its resurgence. I'm glad I started buying vinyl again when I did, because now the stuff's gotten really high.
It's getting ridiculous.
But they are repressing a lot of stuff. So, because
Yeah.
I just got Van Halen's Balance. They pressed that on vinyl.
It's a special edition, isn't it?
Yeah.
Hmm.
But
Anybody got any concerts coming up? Any bands you're going to go check out? Whether it be local acts or big bands or whatever. I'm getting ready to go. Actually, I got, what was it, 3 concerts this week. Ronnie and I are going to go see Kubla Khan. They're playing up at Springfield, or not Springfield, Silver Springs. And then down at the old Golden Pony, a band called Spirit World. I'm pretty excited to go see them. They're kind of like they kind of got like a country.
I don't think I've ever heard of them.
I
thought you was going to say Spirit Box.
No, that's in December. I'm going to go see Spirit Box then. But I don't know. It's kind of hard to explain. It's kind of like a heavy metal sound, but they sing about like Western like stuff. It's pretty cool shit. And then somebody else. Who else am I seeing this month? Oh, we got the Kicks fan thing.
Yeah, that's be fun. That's be fun.
And then I guess Rhino Bucket's playing that.
They're not playing, I don't think.
Oh,
Brian's gonna be there, but
Rhino Bucket's not, because
yeah.
I thought they had a poster or something I saw that said that they were
I think
playing.
everybody's gonna be there, but Steve. Steve's the only one that's not gonna be there. Even Brad's gonna be there.
Sweet.
And Ladder's Leaders, man, I can't wait for that.
Yeah.
They're doing that again this year.
When
It's in January.
Oh, it's gonna be. That's right. It was January. So
But I'm
that's
going
pretty cool.
Did you have what else were you doing?
There's it seems like there was something else going on this
Yeah, I
month
got you.
or September. I mean, that
Kicking Valentina.
yeah.
Going to them probably get to hang out with them guys. They're cool. If y'all have never checked them out, if you're out there, check them out. Kicking Valentina, they're pretty good. Yeah, see, I'm going to see Hellstorm a couple days before that, and that Rock Orchestra is in November. I might go see. I think about going to see Sebastian. Me and Heather go see Sebastian.
Did you look the
Yeah,
October we're seeing Jack, but you saw he was playing
yeah.
November 8th.
But I think I'm gonna go casino because it's cool down there and it's not really that much further of a drive.
Yeah, it's not really.
Yeah, I'm definitely pumped about the Jackal show.
Oh yeah.
We know that's gonna be not named. Don't even do a sound check. As soon as we hear ACDC for those about to rock,
Yep,
we
we'll know we're about to get rocked.
Yeah, we know it just got paid and they're getting ready to come to the stage.
I see Daniel said, don't go looking for old vinyl on eBay. I seen Kick's first album asking over 200. That's crazy. Yeah, that eBay is, it's ridiculous.
That's why I'm selling all my doubles and stuff on there because man, I can make some good money on there. But yeah, I won't buy on there.
Yeah,
I mean, it's got to be. If you're looking for Kick stuff, but I hear it's not very good sound quality. But I do know they just released the box set.
Oh,
that's got everything but show business in it. I think, or it's all Atlantic.
The Atlantic stuff,
and it might have. I'm not sure if it's got the newest one, but it's even got the live album. But then but Steve was saying Kicks gets no money from it. So if you're about supporting the artist, don't.
Yeah.
You're just lining somebody else's pockets.
Well, on his podcast, they were talking about how they got what platinum. I don't remember which album it was.
That was Blow My Fuse.
Blow My Fuse, and they were saying where they the record label wouldn't give them like bonus money or whatever for getting, or they give them the plaques or whatever, and
yeah, they just broke even. I think. With that.
Yeah, they said nah because they were selling more records because they were in the cheap bin, so they wouldn't do anything. I'm like, you got to be freaking kidding me. That's like pathetic.
Yeah, Steve really lets it. He don't hold nothing back. Yeah. He tells it like it is on that about how crappy the record companies were with them.
Yeah, if anybody's into Kicks, and Steve Whiteman and I guess Rob, is that his name?
Rick.
Steve
and Rick's podcast.
They do a podcast. It's called a Potcast, but it's on YouTube. You go check it out. He talks a lot of stuff about the band and
a lot of interesting stuff.
I've only watched a handful of them, and it's definitely interesting. I mean, like I said, he don't hold nothing back.
Yeah, he don't pull no punches.
Yeah,
and he talked about Ronnie 1010 was the ladies' man. He's the one that got all the women.
Yeah.
Steve's a good guy.
Yeah.
I met him. They played in Funny Money at here at was it Main Street?
Mm-hmm.
You talk about weird and being starstruck. He walks in. This is him, the little guy.
Oh yeah, he's tiny.
He walked in. It must have been March because that's March Madness. We're sitting at that booth, and I'm like, holy shit, I know that dude. He walked in. It's like, you fellas around here, you're watching the March Madness. Can I sit down here and watch it with you? I'm like, yeah. I'm thinking, you know how many times I've drove up the road listening to you and you're sitting at the table? That was a cool moment. He's a really good guy, and they didn't make any bad albums either when they were going. He was a cool guy.
Yeah, he talks a lot on the podcast about how much he is in sports and
he's a big sports fanatic.
Yeah. He's a cool guy.
Yeah, with Kicks is awesome live. That final show was that's what Daniel Toll said, and that final show was freaking awesome.
Yeah, it was.
I mean, that they played, and it's just you heard everything you wanted to hear, and
I mean, he said he saw him 88, so that'd been a good time to see him back then. I didn't get to see him until way later.
Yeah, I saw him in '89 with Frat, Brittany Fox.
Because I guess mainly because of you that I went and I started going to see a lot of concerts and stuff, and then you were going, so I went, and I don't remember, was it Jax we saw him?
Who's that? Kicks or yeah, we saw him first time when they first got back together. Might have been one of the first shows when they first got back together.
Yeah.
Because Funny Money played, and then I think Ronnie's Blues Vultures were there, and
Yeah.
I think Brian just happened to be in town and Jimmy had flown in because he was he the one who was the chef,
Yeah.
and he'd fly in on the weekends.
Mm-hmm.
And
So Daniel, have you ever heard much about Funny Money? It was Steve's band that he had after kind of Kicks broke up and before they got back together. They were, since Kicks was around the Baltimore area, we used to go up to a place called Springfield, Virginia, a place called Jack's, and they would frequent down there a lot. We'd seen Funny Money there play, shit, I don't know how many times. And then they played here in close to town for us and Harrisonburg. They only played there once, though, wasn't it?
Yeah, that's the only
Yeah.
time. Remember that guy had that big trash bag of shirts, had all them Kick shirts.
Oh yeah, because that's where I got that Christmas shirt.
Yeah, I get a Hotwire shirt from there, I think.
Yeah, yeah, that was like the
You remember that, Randy? A guy had all them shirts.
I think so.
Whole trash bag full of Kick shirts.
Yeah, that might have been Rick.
Yeah,
I don't remember who that was.
yeah, I don't know who it was neither. But that'd be a good question to ask.
Yeah.
Ask
Maybe
Rick.
we could email that. That could be an email question.
Yeah. Rick, was this you? Did you ever sell Kicks T-shirts at Funny Money show?
All right. So Andy, so Daniel said he's heard of them but never seen them live. And then Andy Broad said Funny Money's guitarist Dean Kramer is playing with Bret Michaels now. That's we were talking about that on one of the
That's what we
videos
were
earlier.
talking about earlier, yeah.
And because I guess Steve had posted the video, and it was what did I say? It was the Maryland Institute of Music, and there was a video, and it was some younger guy. I don't know who. I can't remember what his name was. It was David, I think, was in his name. And then it was Brian Forsyth, and then Bob Parr, and then Ronnie Youngkins and Dean Kramer. They were all up there. I don't know what the song was. It was kind of a bluesy song, so I don't know much blues stuff, so I couldn't tell you what the name of the song was, but it was some bluesy song that they were playing, and they all went down. They all kind of did a solo, and I remember seeing Dean back when he played with Funny Money. What he looks like now, I told Hop earlier, I was like, he ain't changed a bit. He looks like the same guy.
Yeah, I'll have to go in and watch some Bret Michaels stuff to see Dean since he's been playing with him. Yeah, that was. Oh, Daniel put always wanted to go to Maryland show that Kicks was every year. I guess he's talking about M3.
Yeah,
that was always me and String. Every time we left, I mean, it didn't matter.
Yeah,
man, we never saw a bad show.
Yeah, Friday nights always in the good because Kicks was, they were always the
and everybody let them headline because they were
kicked it off with Kicks, and it was always a great show, and they always made you laugh and sounded great.
And we were lucky enough to get to see them because they're our hometown heroes pretty much.
Yeah,
I mean, we all got to see them live, and we all saw good shows, I'm sure.
Yeah. Yeah, and I mean, we got to see was it the Page County Fair that they played?
Not Warrenton.
Warrenton. Was it Woodstock?
Woodstock. It was in. It was at Front Royal.
I think it was Warren County.
Yeah, it was at a county fair.
Yeah, it was.
And it was hardly. I mean, it was some people there.
It was like the Burton Fair.
But yeah, it was like
that's
little small, and it was like there was like bleachers, like old rickety, like wooden bleachers, and like we sat in like lawn chairs or
the. There you got to pick out your beer. It was wrote on the case box.
Yeah.
Remember they had actually ripped it up and wrote all the brands they had on that box, and it had it fastened or taped to the table or something. You knew you was in a nice place.
Yeah, it wasn't the best in the old the concrete like stage thing with the little overhang. It was
Remember Steve had because he had his back was
his back was screwed up or something.
Yeah, and he'd always do this. This is when I do this. That's when I usually do this.
Yeah, because he didn't run around a whole lot that show.
His back was killing him.
Yeah,
I think that was another reason why he was getting out of it.
Yeah, so Daniel said, M3 Festival didn't Didn't they do a live recording at a M3 Kick show?
I don't know. They probably have recordings. Now I know the Kicks live. I talked to Travis Rogers. He was at the show. I think he told me he was at the show where they recorded their live album, Shepherd's
Oh.
College.
Huh.
That was when I think it was either that or he had been there.
Gotcha.
But that was where he saw Dirty Looks also. And he said they was freaking incredible when he saw it.
And I don't know, maybe I'm not sure exactly which live recording. I don't remember them doing any live recordings there, but I know at the final show, somebody, because it came up today, and apparently there's some YouTuber that recorded the whole show, and I'm sure there's probably a couple people, honestly, but somebody's got the whole show from the final show.
Steve said, I forget what he said the deal was, that they didn't know if they'd ever be able to get it because just of copyrights and all that stuff.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, but somebody did have it up. Now, I think the video that I watched, I didn't watch, I just watched the very beginning of it, and the guy was talking about, I guess he had it on a separate page, and he took it down to move it because I guess it didn't align, whatever he did mostly on that channel, I guess didn't align much with the music side of things, so he took it off and I guess created another channel or something. I don't know, but it is out there, and if you want to check it, it should still be out there to view anyway.
Well, we probably better roll out of here, String.
Yeah, Live in Baltimore was recorded at Rams Head.
Yeah. The Maryland Death Fest thing, I think, was there. It was Steel Panther I saw there. Like, yeah.
Oh, my only time to Rams Head, I don't remember much about that place. Golly.
Yeah, you didn't have very good. That was
our hangover.
Well, that was your hangover.
Well, no, like the movie. Like the movie was like the movie Hangover.
Yeah.
I was the main guy.
Yeah, you was the main character in that movie. Who else? It was Black Label.
Static X there.
I don't think Static. It was that other Dope.
No, yeah.
Dope was there. I don't know. It was like a pile of bands that played there, and I can't remember who all. It was what was Seven Dust there?
I don't remember.
Seems like I want to say Seven Dust.
I know Dope
there.
was. I do remember that.
Yeah, I remember. I can't remember who all was there. It was like, I don't know. It was. I don't remember even how many of us. It was a pile of us. It was you and me, Derek, and then what's
who you talking about? Who was there?
Yeah, who went with us?
Mike I.
Mike I. And then he had some people from West Virginia that he knew.
Yeah. Remember we went, a guy tried to hook us up that he was going to get that prostitute.
Yeah, he's going to hook us up with some hookers. And well, we kindly refused on that one. But yeah, you didn't have very good experience at that show.
Yeah, that was a rough one. I was all right till I drank that wild turkey, and then that shot of wild turkey, I don't have dummy in.
Yeah, well, we were drinking, and then that guy bought us those shots, and then
he was going to
you
military.
went downhill after that.
Yeah, I don't remember nothing after that. Not much. I remember little things here and there.
Well, that show was on a Saturday. We came home on Sunday. You called out Monday and Tuesday, I think. So it was a bad.
Yeah, it was a rough
bad night for you. But anyway, all right. Well, I guess we're going to. I got to get up at like 4:30 in the morning, and it's like 10:18.
Well, we appreciate everybody hanging out.
Absolutely.
We might try. Well, we will try this again 2 weeks from now.
Yeah, we might try to get on a little bit earlier. I don't know how. I mean, if people enjoy doing this and wanting to talk whatever, and we're definitely down for it.
Yeah, bring your questions. If you think of something while in the next 2 weeks, jot it down and shoot it at us next time.
Yeah, absolutely. So thanks for everybody for hanging out with us and being awesome in the chat box there. So
yeah, we got some cool stuff coming. That we did record some stuff tonight also. So we got some cool stuff coming, and we got some cool stuff that we had recorded, I think, last 2 sessions.
Yeah,
that still needs to be released. So there's stuff coming out. We had this really cool Ozzy draft that we got to get done.
Been,
but that was,
we did that we started doing it or whatever, like what, 3 months ago.
Yeah.
It
It's
just
just
hasn't
getting
come to its
everybody on the
fruition yet,
same
but yeah.
same page because
So-
that was a lot of fun doing it. So I'm
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah. So anyway, we'll bounce out of here, and then 2 weeks, we'll try to do this maybe East Coast time. We usually get down here 8, maybe 8
9.
between 8 and 8:30 to 9 somewhere. I don't know. It just depends on how long it takes us to get stuff set up and whatnot. But look for us in a couple weeks, and we'll
Sounds
get
good.
back in and chat some more. So
All right. Thanks for coming down, Randy.
Thanks for having me. I appreciate it.
yeah, thanks for dropping in on us.
Thanks for giving us some dates.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Knew
it's
you did
fun,
that.
fun.
All right. We'll go rolling out of here then.
Yeah, let's do it.
All right. We'll see y'all.
Thanks, everybody.
We just tap this.